Hi everyone, I'm Ryan, and today we are going over the Talos T60X warranty information. So to start off, we're pretty much just going right on our website right here. This is just to show you where to find this. So once we are here, we can go over to the Help Center and you will see right on the drop down the Talos T60X warranty information. So then once we go here, it pretty much gives us an overview of all the warranty info regarding the Talos T60X. Warranty coverage, basically, as many of you already know, but in case you don't, we have the 12-month limited warranty for most electronic components. And then for the accessories such as the sprayer and spreading components, we have a 3-month warranty. When it says electronic components, it's basically anything that's a module. So motors, ESCs, avionics, that type of thing. Structural parts, such as airframe, propellers, hoses, that type of thing, it is 15 days. So again, it's all listed here. So just right under the warranty coverage one, you see all of these listed. And then it also includes batteries as well. So these batteries have a 12-month or a 1,000 cycle warranty as well. And it says in parentheses, whichever comes first. What is not covered? So basically, not all crashes or damages are considered the result of hardware malfunction. So that being said, if they are considered pilot or user error, they are considered not warranty as well. So that includes any damages resulting from pilot or user mistakes, such as improper handling. Maybe you turned off the obstacle avoidance and you flew into a tree or something. Obstacle avoidance in that scenario should have been on, and you were manually flying. That type of scenario would be not considered warranty. We also have obstacle collisions here as well, so describing the type of collision. So ascending or descending onto obstacles, such as initiating a mission from the top of an obstacle, colliding with overhead objects during automated return home ascent, and attempting to clear one obstacle while inadvertently hitting another, flying over trees by hitting a power line, etc. The reason for this is because the obstacle avoidance is specifically optimized to cover a 360 range around the drone, but in scenarios where things are directly above the drone or directly below the drone, the obstacle avoidance is not as strong, but it's also, the reason for that is for scenarios such as landing your drone. The obstacle avoidance is supposed to be more lenient with obstacles when it comes to that. So that's why it's not covered in that scenario. And also on top of that, you're essentially supposed to know, be aware of your surroundings anytime you fly these drones as well. So just make sure you're not landing directly on top of something as well. That would be considered user error. Or you're not taking off with a obstacle directly above your drone as well. Again, considered user error for being lack of knowledge around your drone surroundings. To kind of extend more, we have collisions with wires, cables, power lines, or any similar object of type or size. Essentially, any type of wire is not covered. The T60X is capable of detecting wires, but is not specialized to detect them. So it's very hit or miss, and these wires are essentially a little too small for the obstacle avoidance to consistently detect. So it could not. So that's why we are saying it is. It's too risky of a scenario for us to say it will detect it. So for that reason, they are not covered whenever there's a collision related to it. So just please make sure that you are aware of where these power lines, where these cables are, and your drone is not taking off anywhere near them, or at the very least, a safe distance from them. Collisions with non-wire objects less than 1 inch in diameter are not covered. And then also collisions occurring while obstacle avoidance is disabled, like what I said earlier, are not covered. And crashes occurring at 6 feet or less above the ground are not covered. The reason for that one specifically is because obstacle avoidance is turned off naturally at anything of 6 feet above, 6 feet or less above the ground. That's essentially because the drone is meant to, when it sees that it's pretty much around 5 to 6 feet, it is assuming it is trying to land. So essentially, if the obstacle avoidance was on at that altitude, it would be kind of going haywire. So that obstacle avoidance does turn off at that level. And regardless, you are not really supposed to be efficiently flying if you're flying at that level. So for that reason, that is not covered as well. So now we have also speed-related incidents. Crashes while flying faster than 45 feet per second are excluded. The drone is optimized to be a maximum of 45 feet per second. So if you fly any further, that is reaching the outer limits of what this drone is meant to be flown at. Multiple drone collisions, impacts involving more than one drone during the fleet operation are not covered. Pretty much drones are, this is more around of like knowing your surroundings, making sure that these drones are, if you do fly in a fleet operation, which we don't necessarily recommend, but if you do, just make sure that you are aware of where these drones are. Manual flight accidents, this is what falls under the pilot error. So any crashes during manual flight are excluded unless conclusively caused by a verified component failure. And then for the documentation and warranty period, so basically claims submitted without an adequate documentation, including flight logs, photos, videos, will be declined. Any incidents occurring outside the 12-month warranty period from the drone's receipt date are also not covered as well. And then lastly, terrain following misjudgments. So collisions caused by misjudgments during terrain following that result in overhead impacts are excluded as well. Next in this category, we have potentially covered incidents. Accidents caused by a verified physical component failure, for example, a motor, arm, or propeller, may be considered, provided the drone was properly maintained and regularly serviced, pre-flight inspections were conducted, critical components were kept clean, free of debris, only approved OEM parts were used, and sufficient documentation of proving the failure, basically component failure, was submitted to us beforehand. Cool. Now we have how to submit a warranty claim. So in the form, you can fill out basically you would navigate to contact in the very top of the page. So I can show you that right here. The contact and then tech team. So you can submit a form through this page right here. Technical requests. So we have options for warranty, crash cases, etc. If I go back. Or you can email the technical support. So basically support.tech@TalosDrones. You can email us there, and just be sure to include your drone and part serial number, description of the issue, photos or video of the damage. And if it was related to a crash, submit a flight log analysis form. So once we receive all that from you, basically we'll keep in touch, contacting you, discussing more further if we need any more information, and processing that case for you as well. Returns and replacements. If a case is approved, Talos Drone will issue replacement parts. Return the damaged part. We would request that you return the damaged parts to our location. So that is Talos Drones 22220 Opportunity Way, Suite 102 at March Air Reserve Base. And just a note, shipping is not covered under warranty as well. Yeah, moving on to battery warranties. The Talos T60X flight battery is covered for up to 1,000 charge cycles or 12 months, whichever comes first. That's basically kind of just emphasizing that the battery warranty as well. Okay, so that is pretty much everything for the Talos T60X warranty information. I will say that pretty much, even though we just have all this information here, just in case, worst case scenario, anything happens to your drone. The drone itself is a very reliable drone. I would say overall, since it's released about a year ago, we've had around 1% of cases come back to us, and drones kind of come to our location for repair. So out of all the drones that we sold, I would say around 1% were having like issues like that. There were typical ones such as just general maintenance, maybe parts need to replace, specifically things like the spray system with a 3-month warranty, because that's basically like 3-month lifespan if you are consistently spraying. But overall, the drone itself is a solid and very reliable drone. We have not necessarily had to deal with very many, honestly, much at all, T60X crash cases. All right, thank you again for watching this video. Again, that was the Talos T60X warranty information. I'm Ryan with Talos Drones, and just if you have any other questions or any other concerns, feel free to reach out to your nearest Talos dealer, or if you have any Any issues with your drones at all, be sure to reach out to our team as well. I showed you before the contact form. That's the best way to do it. Or you can call us, email us, or if you prefer something more convenient, reach out to any of our nearest dealers, any dealer near your location as well. They'll be sure to help. And thank you for watching.